What up? What up? What up? Yeah. Da-da-da-da. Come on in, Snapper. Everybody come in. It's just a quick revelation, real quick, from everything I've learned and gathered so far. Let me get some likes when y'all come in, please, before I go get my shame belt. Let me get some likes when y'all come in. This is basically going to be a video, the live stream. It's probably only going to be 20 minutes because I got to get ready for some stuff tonight. And I'm only doing it because the one that cut off yesterday, this is pretty much around the same thing. It's just a bunch of shit, man, that I've learned, yo. A lot of things that I've learned so far in dealing and being inside this so-called conscious community and being inside this YouTube TV world, man. This shit is amazing to me, ultimately. I got the sniffles right now. But yeah, this shit it's all amazing to me right now. Like, I used to really watch people and listen to the lectures and all of this. And it's kind of sad, man, when you realize that all of this shit is bullshit. You know, like that they're using real information, but they're just bullshit firing it. Like everything, because they're bullshit firing it by, it's all an act. It's all a setup. Everything that's been going on with these people is all an act and it's all a setup. None of it's fucking authentic. What's going on? Y'all come on in. Y'all come on in. Oh man. But it's just one person's tale, one person's take or look, how I perceive this shit to be. That's all this is. I got a lot of shit to talk about, a lot of bullshit to talk about. And it seems that everybody is out for their YouTube TV self. And I could basically really so far, it's only one or two people who have been authentic throughout the entire time that I met him. And I'm not talking about you guys as my subscribers. I'm talking about other people with large platforms. Or known platforms. And it's like this whole platform thing is not what I expected it to be at all. Nowhere near. You got people out here who stealing my style and biting my style left and right. You got people out here biting other people's style left and right. You know what I'm saying? Like all these people who try to get around you just so that they could get views and try to snatch whatever fans that you have. You know what I'm saying? You got people clicking up against one or two people, and you got whole gangs of people clicking up against niggas, like the shit that went on with internal affairs. You know, you got 5-on-1 type shit. Niggas wanna jump on niggas, and it's like all this shit is not what I really expected. Like I took on the challenge of handing people the information, and I was like, I'm not really here for that. Like I'm here. My favorite discussions, guys, if you haven't noticed, is status correction. Like that's the number one thing that I like talking about. And so being that I'm a real brother and I'm a down-to-earth black man, because I'm actually on earth, but I'm alien at heart, don't forget. Derek Jones Talks Tees. The link is in the homepage. Anyway, it's like, since I'm a down-to-earth person, like, I be real about all the shit that I say and how I feel. I don't fucking hold no punches or do nothing. I ain't gonna say I don't do stuff just for the show. Like, some of the ways that I hand you the information is in a showy way. It's for what's going on, Doc. It's for a showy way. It's for you know, for you to laugh while you're being entertained by it. To laugh while you're getting the information. That's all. That's all I do. And when Sister Posh Remy first contacted me months ago and sent me, we emailed each other, this sister from New York, and she started rambling on, not rambling, but giving information about what was going on with Shanetta's wife and all that shit like that. So saying, and that's why I always said the things that I said about these people was coming from people who seem to know them. No different than the Zachariah Latney thing. I didn't know that Zachariah Latney mother knew Polite and they had mutual friends and all that shit like that. All I did was I came across the video and came across the information on an extremely low channel. Meaning, when I think the dude's channel that I got it from, he had only had like maybe, I'm being generous, he probably had like 20 subscribers. So, and I was like, no one's even seeing this shit. So at the time with Shane TV, before they clipped, with Derek Jones Talks, before they clipped that page, I was at like 800 subscribers. So it's like my page was big enough for me to take that video and show it and do more with it, which is what I did. So seeing this go down and knowing that, damn, it's thousands of people out here that's supporting Sinetta, that's supporting Polite, that's supporting the Pills, that's supporting all of these people and all of these different factions, man. And it's like, all of this shit is fraudulent. Even the people who come out and reveal shit about the other ones, even they fraudulent because you can catch them right back with them niggas. He's saying that be loving that bell. Yeah, and speaking of that, let's talk about this while we on this live stream real quick. Tommy Sotomayor, I got word back that he's trying to fucking jack my bell, which is flattering. I don't claim to own it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the bell would crack me up because the bell came from, I'm a big time Game of Thrones fan. And so I watch, and I'm a reader of the books. So that's how I got, like, I'm a big time Game of Thrones fan. So it's like, that's how we operate. When my sister, who is, who also has a YouTube page, it's in my link. I want you guys to subscribe to it. Also, she's a big time Game of Thrones fan, and we do it with our children. You know what I'm saying? When our children are acting weird and doing all that bullshit, it was shame. Shame, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I just took it as part of my everyday persona anyway. So I just added it to the show. You know what I'm saying? And added it Shane TV. So wouldn't nobody look at it like I'm tearing people down for the sake of tearing them down. Nah, I'm tearing you down for the sake of shame. Like, I'm showing you shame. You can still keep your lofty position, but you must atone. That's all the shame bell is. It's just atonement. It's just, hey, this is what's going on. Yo, atone for it. I put a video up today, and you hear Sinetta saying how, I wasn't doing the videos because, I had some things were going on. But now, what do you mean, but now? That's why I still do videos. Because you keep saying, but now. Like, dog, stop doing that. Like, you got the opportunity to really phase everybody out. You could phase us out and make me change my whole platform really to what I want it to be anyway. So you're not hurting me. But at the same time, I want you to be able to, I want you to be able to atone, come out, be straightforward, so that, boom, everything's straightforward. And I know that we're moving straightforward. I know that if I say to people, hey, won't you go check out this person or that person, like, yo, I know that it's copacetic to do that. Instead of me sending people to go check out your page, and then you got Polite up there talking about how much pussy he get. Then you got other niggas up there that's running their mouth and bloviating about all types of other shit. You got another nigga who comes up there and talks all types of smart shit, and then when you go to his page, there's nothing but goddamn music videos of him in makeup and shit. Like, this shit is fucking crazy. This shit is unreal. It's completely unreal. I'm watching videos of movies and I'm promoting Hidden Colors and all that bullshit like that. Then I start coming on YouTube seeing the maker of Hidden Colors. Just like every time he get into it with a nigga, he behave in this certain manner that most men would deem, yo, weird for a dude to be acting that way. I ain't gonna throw out no insults and none of that shit, because people have a hard time accepting motherfuckers' positions and how they feel and what they say, and thinking that just because I say something weird to you that I hate you. That's not the case, nigga. It's just at this particular time about whatever it is, I said something weird to you. I'm not exempt from that shit. This is the main reason that pulled me out. The number one main reason that pulled me out was this holier than thou act by these supposed and or Thespian doctors and scholars. Because everyone's a doctor, everyone's a scholar because they read books. You talk to people on the street like the nigga Larry. He used to come up on Sinetta's channel. Okay, Larry seems to was locked up for mad years. And anybody who's ever been to jail knows if you take that shit the right way, you can come out a much more intelligent person, or you could come out the same, or you could come out worse. Because you have nothing but free time on your hand. So if you take that free time and use that shit as far as educationally to better yourself, to read better, to study things that you always wanted, you can do that shit. Like, so apparently that's what Larry did. He came home and probably continued the trend, which is wonderful for him. But just like everybody else, every time you turn around, everything that's said out these scholars' mouths is coming from some fucking book that they read. None of them have written a book of their own of any creation, of any discoveries, of anything that they themselves have brought to the world. We already know now that all the books that Polite used to bloviate about when he was running around telling us cool things about himself, talking about how many books he's written, we all now know that all the people who've gotten your books, who did everyone that's spoken on YouTube about you, who have received a book from you, call that shit a pamphlet and nothing remotely close to what they thought they were ordering. So it's like, this is what we're left with. We got Zion Lex coming out, showing the world text messages and all that shit from Polite of how he was trying to stage situations. That shit is crazy. That shit is, yo, but that's what we dealing with right now. That's what's going on. That's how you need to put, yeah. That's how I come to the position that I come to. Like I said, I don't know Sinetta. I just go off of, yo, somebody who from New York contacted me and was contacting me and was telling me, dog, when your wife is mad at you, she says shit about you to other people who tell other people. What the fuck, yo? I didn't make that shit up. Yo, what I say? I didn't make that shit up. I'm not making that shit up. I would not make that shit up. Understand? So I'm sitting here the whole time, my page is saturated with coons and systemic racism. The only black person that I was ever getting that on my page prior to talking about these fuck niggas was Stephen A. Smith. Because he's a fucking coon, and his type of coonery is dangerous because he has a huge platform which allows white people to nitpick and find excuses of why they still use systemic racism over people and not take accountability for none of the shit that they've done and why the situation is what it is today. So that's what Derek Jones Talks was all about. Plus, Derek Jones Talks being creative, showing you guys who I am as far as my artwork, so that when I start designing t-shirts and hats and clothing, all that shit like that, comic books, children's books, I wanted a platform that I could already come to where I have groups of people who are ready to not follow, but support me in what I'm doing because they already supporting my channel. So that's the number one reason I started this shit, until I found out that I gotta clean up the niggas before I could even think about cleaning up anything else. It's too many niggas running around here with this king, prince, what up, Lord, what up, God, what up, benevolent one, all this shit, yo. And I'm starting to think that we need to start watching out for all these conscious words. When you start hearing words like, what's up, beloved, master of the universe, God, all that bullshit, you need to start watching that person. Soon as that person says something to you, you need to start watching that person. Soon as that person says something, soon as you become the king of the universal Akashic records and he's the king of the Zoe and all that shit, then you need to start watching them people. You need to start watching them people. We illustrious. Whenever someone comes to you and they're presenting themselves as the illustrious one and all this shit like that, yet they don't have one video footage of their product or service working at all. Not one time do we see anybody who took a camera into the courtroom, which you're allowed to do, and say, this is how I'm using polite status correction to take back the court. He ain't even use his own status correction to take back the court. When his ass got into political issues, he came to you begging for an attorney. He came to you begging for fucking lawyer money, which nobody ever seen anything from. The only thing we seen from Polite begging for that money that he begged for was another set of rental cars that he rented for a month or so. That's all that we saw. So this is this whole conscious community. This is what it's come to. You got dudes using a street name and a nigga's last name to think, and then bring up somebody else. You think I'm dumb? I know that Polite's using that what he's doing. I have no problems with none of that shit because I'm not worried about anybody. This shit is all funny to me. And when I get to a certain position from doing what I'm doing, staying straight, making the same videos, doing what I'm trying to do, dog, when I get to that certain position, you're going to see how funny you niggas are to me. I keep telling you niggas, man, sometimes you got to play dumb just to be smarter than niggas. And I'm a master at doing that. I'm a master at doing that shit. So what we got going on here is one man who joined the YouTube Black Power Network and came to find out that it's nothing but a thespian play. Everything is an act. Everything is just get my face out here. Everybody wants to be the next known name. You know what I mean? Like everybody wants to be able to say, it's like this. You want to be able to say shit like Brother Sutek. Everybody knows Sutek from Sarnetta TV. You might not know Sutek, but you know Sutek. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be the pills, that known, oh, we the pills, like that known name. Like everyone's looking for that known brand. And they're denying all of this shit. They're coming out denying all of this shit. All of them are denying it, but that's what all of them are searching for. They all trying to be the man. All of them is trying to dominate the scene. All of them is trying to cut the next person nuts when they come around if they feel threatened because you have talent. All of them is taking your shame bells and doing all that shit and not even fucking speaking on that shit. All them niggas is fucking hating, taking other motherfuckers' ideas and running with it, nigga. I said I made shirts called Calculated Shade Givers, like digital pit bar shit, as a fucking joke, nigga. There's nothing on my page that I present as that, nigga. Like, that shit's a joke of me fucking with digital pit bars because I think Pit Bar's show is corny. That's all. Like, that, and Pit Bars, I hope he continue doing what he doing, man, and stay doing whatever the fuck you doing, Pit Bars. But to me, on my little blog, I just said it. Yo, I think Pit Bars is whack as fuck. It's corny. He's corny and he's boring. This nigga's outside interview, basically recording trees and shit. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on with this dude? I can say that about Nature Boy. If I said that about Nature Boy, then it wouldn't be a problem because you don't like Nature Boy already, and this, that, and the third. So it's like, man, that shit is fucking funny as fuck to me. This whole shit is funny as fuck to me. Like, and I engage in it because it is what it is. The beast is already what it is. I cannot change the fight. Only thing in the fight that I could change is being myself. I could be myself to the maximum. I could be myself to the umpteenth degree. Okay? I could promote the people that I like. I could promote the people that I fuck with and let that be that. Because again, it's really like only 2 other people on this whole shit that other than, you know, that my subscribers who got pages. Other than that, nigga, it's just, it ain't too many people, man. It's not too many people because a lot of these people are up here for reasons that they don't say. And they won't. How I just disclosed how I came about doing everything I'm doing, no one's going to disclose that shit to you. No one's going to say that shit to you because it'll all be a lie. We heard Sinetta last night. Sinetta did a fucking live stream and I had to stomach some of that bullshit so that I could actually come back and report something to you guys. And one of the number one things is right in the beginning of the motherfucking video of this nigga exposing Polite with a fake name and a troll name. So it's like, now you all in the chat with a troll name and Sinetta stupid ass saying the shit, giggling and smiling the whole time. Yo, it's recording. We see you. Then you talking about rehashing all these motherfucking 80s movies. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, man. Don't nobody want to see the remake of Teen Wolf. We don't want the other 80s hit, yo. We don't want to see another remake of Star Wars. We don't want to see no more remakes, man. We done with all the remakes. So the best that you can offer after all of this shit, the best you can offer is Captain Tazariak Polite 2. What the fuck new are they going to say that they hadn't said already on that couch? Absolutely nothing. So I want you guys to get ready tonight. It's going to be a big night tonight. I was just letting loose a little bit, running my mouth some, and that's pretty much that. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing too big that I'm talking about right here. Just running my mouth a little bit. And this is how I feel, you know? Watch out for the illustrious niggas. Watch out for the motherfuckers stealing all your shit. Trying to rearrange and flip your shit on some bullshit and represent it to the people like it's theirs. Shame.